What's up, family? We're going to go over 7 keys to weight loss, some important steps to reshaping your body and transforming your body quickly and efficiently, but also in a natural manner. That's what it's about. That's what we're going to work on today. I'm going to let a few people tap in real quick, then we'll get into it. Live in effect, baby. So when it comes to weight loss, it's a it's a holistic system that allows you to actually lose weight and sustain weight loss for the long term. There's ways to lose weight where you can drop weight quickly, eating in an extreme deficit, starving yourself, weight loss medications, you know, going all out. But to sustain is going to take a holistic system, meaning it's going to encompass multiple things. It's going to go beyond just food, exercise, sleep, mindset, hydration, encompassing in all of this so that you actually lose weight and sustain the weight loss. So we're going to go over some of the 7 keys on how to sustain weight loss quickly and efficiently, but for the long term. So when we go into it, first and foremost, we're going to talk about number one, transitioning to whole foods and dialing in on what exactly your BMR is. If you don't know what your BMR is, your basal metabolic rate, you don't know exactly how many calories you're actually burning daily. All right. So then you have no idea what or how much calories you can consume each day. So it's going to be very important first. Number one is to calculate what your BMR is, your basal metabolic rate. So then once you know that number, that's going to give you a minimum amount of calories that you need to consume. All right. And then you can play around with the deficit from there. So once the BMR is figured out, then you have to dial in on what types of foods you're going to actually eat. It's hard to just consume artificial bullshit and think you're going to lose weight. What's up, Cross? Right now, we're just touching on 7 keys to weight loss. Nah, I shave my hair. So, appreciate y'all checking in. Let's talk about weight loss. Let's talk about transforming your body, even beyond weight loss. The show just started. What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Appreciate everybody checking in. Eshan Aluwalala. Nice hair, buddy. So, there's 7 different keys to transforming your body quickly and to make a change in your body. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto. Sí, hablo español. Un placer. It's a holistic approach. So we have to combine food, we have to combine hydration, we have to combine exercise. Exercise meaning resistance training and cardiovascular training. Okay? Because when you increase muscle on your body, you're actually going to burn calories in the future. When you increase muscle on your body, that's when your body tightens up and you drop inches. That's what makes you feel and look sexy when you have more muscle on your body. I'm not talking about bodybuilder style. These guys are steroided out. I'm talking about increasing muscle mass in a natural, lean way to where your body does change. So that's what I'm talking about. Un placer, ¿cómo está? Mira arriba de ti, bro. Sí, estoy mirando, mira. So that's one of the things that I notice people do is they assume that if I don't eat a lot, I'm going to lose weight. So this is another thing. This is another thing very important. You can't just not eat and think you're going to lose weight. Oh, I only eat 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day. Fasting's a whole other topic. Fasting has extreme benefits. Intermittent fasting, long-term fasting. I'm not talking about fasting. I'm talking about people that have a little donut and some coffee in the morning, don't eat anything most of the day, and then go on to dinner and have a small dinner, and that's it. What happens is if you're eating in too much of a deficit, 5, 6, 700 calories, and your BMR is 12, 14, 1600 calories, you're at too much of a deficit. So now your metabolism shuts down and you're not going to be able to lose weight. You're not going to even be able to build muscle. You're not going to be able to transform your body. Okay? You have to eat closer to that basal metabolic rate. All right, we're not even diving into how much protein, how much carbs, how much fat. First, you got to get the calories in. And when it comes to calories, it's got to be whole foods. I just got back from Central America. Yo estaba en Nicaragua. I was in Nicaragua. And the thing about over there, and when you get to Central America, when you travel South America, Europe, you're eating a lot more natural whole foods. Foods that aren't loaded with artificial ingredients. Foods that aren't loaded with a bunch of artificial BS. So you actually can digest the food, utilize the food for energy, and then you digest it in a beneficial way. You're not feeling constipated, bloated, things like that. You're actually going to take the energy from the food, proteins, the carbohydrates, the fats, and utilize it. It's not going to store in the fat cells. Here in the U.S., we have a lot of issues because we have so much fast food, we have so much artificial foods, that if you're eating out of a box all the time and just eating artificial foods, it's going to store as fat. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. We're just talking about 7 keys to weight loss, 7 keys to transforming your body. If you guys got any questions, holler at me, let me know. Okay, so that's number 1. Figure out your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, and eat whole foods. Okay? When it comes to foods, I would generally suggest, if you want to drop weight fast, 40% protein, 30% carbohydrate, 30% fats. All right, whole foods. Start with the whole 30. Start with a paleo. Start with a Mediterranean diet style of eating routine, just to stay balanced. You don't even got to dive into the ketos, the carnivores, and stuff like that. Stay balanced. Make it easy. Make it simple. That's number 1. Number 2, you got to incorporate resistance training. Got to incorporate resistance training. Any type of strength training, exercises, weights, dumbbells, resistance bands, barbells, body weight exercises. Doing training against resistance is going to help you build muscle. When you build that muscle, that's going to speed up your metabolism over time. The more muscle on your body, you have a more faster, efficient metabolism. Okay? A faster and efficient metabolism is going to allow you to actually burn calories and burn fat and sustain that fat loss. That's going to be very beneficial. If you just drop weight and you don't have muscle tone, your metabolism will drop over time. You have to have enough muscle. Okay? So doing a little bit of strength training a few days a week is extremely beneficial. It's going to help sustain weight loss and sustain your body to transform, drop inches. Okay? So resistance training is important. The more muscle on your body, you actually utilize glucose better. You actually utilize glucose better and sugars. You process sugars better. So you can consume a little bit more sugar and your insulin and blood sugar levels don't fly around all over the place. All right? That's important as well. So, doing strength training just 3 days a week. Doing the resistance training is going to allow you to build muscle and sustain weight loss and have a healthier metabolism over time. All right? Remember, that metabolism is important because we talked about earlier that basal metabolic rate, having that BMR. Okay, everybody has a basal metabolic rate. That's going to tell you how much calories you're burning over time throughout a day. That's just based off your height, your weight, your body fat percentage. This has nothing to do with exercise. It's just what your body utilizes for energy daily. Okay, so increasing that muscle mass is going to help speed up that basal metabolic rate. You're going to burn more calories daily. Number 3, cardiovascular training. One of the best ways to burn fat directly, go directly at the fat and utilize the fat for energy, steady state cardio, walking. That's what's awesome about people that live out there in Europe, live in South America, you live in these different countries where you're walking a lot. You live in New York City, great cities like this, where there's a lot of walking. You're able to get a lot of steps in throughout the day. When you walk, you actually utilize the fat, all right, for energy, and you burn directly the fat cells. When you do high intensity interval training or strength training, you're utilizing carbohydrates, you're utilizing glucose, okay, for energy. But when you actually go out and do a steady state cardio for 30 plus minutes, just nice and easy, slow and steady, stairs, walk, bike, swim, anything like that, steady state, you're directly targeting the fat cells. You're oxidizing fat for energy. It's an excellent way to lose fat fast. Very beneficial. Get out there and start walking 3 days a week, minimum, 30 to 45 minutes. You tie that in with a little strength training and eating whole foods, your body will keep completely transformed quickly. So cardiovascular training is going to be very important as well. Let's move on to the 4th one, sleep. Sleep is so underrated. The hidden drug, the most underrated pill, the most underrated thing you can do is sleep. It's going to make you look good. It's going to help you build muscle. It's going to help you look younger. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to lower your stress, lower your anxiety, help you think better. Sleep is extremely beneficial. Okay? When you sleep, you burn fat. When you sleep, you release beneficial hormones in your body, the growth hormones, the testosterones, all these different hormones that the body utilizes, okay, to rebuild, repair, and recharge. Also, your digestion will jack up at that time. Sleep is another hidden key that I would suggest to really enhance. 7 to 8 hours a day, darken out your windows, darken out your room, and get some sleep. And stay consistent with your sleep. You're going to be amazed how you feel. There's already studies showing when you get consistent sleep, 7 to 8 hours, you're feeling less anxious, less depressed, less anxiety. That is the ultimate hidden key, okay, to transforming your body faster. Whether you want to lose weight, build muscle, whatever you want to do. That's number 4. Number 5, proper supplementation, smart supplementation. Easiest way to do that is figure out what you're deficient in and start supplementing with that. There's a couple supplements that I suggest that most people are slightly deficient in just because of our soil systems and the way we live. I would suggest vitamin D3 with a K2, all right, because it has some healthy fats to help you absorb. Everybody can take a little vitamin D3. I would suggest magnesium, okay? Our soils tend to be a little low on like magnesium, folate, these certain minerals that our bodies, these foods don't have as much of because the soil is more depleted nowadays. So definitely magnesium is another supplement that helps out. Everybody can start taking a little bit more probiotics and prebiotics, eating more probiotic foods, taking in whole life probiotic supplements. Those help too. Those 3. And then also I would say, oh, Duolingo, what's up? Also, I would say the probiotics, vitamin D3, K2. I would say the magnesium, and then I would also say incorporating some amino acids, okay? You can get in a high quality amino acid powder just to help you rebuild and repair muscle. That's going to help increase the muscle mass, which is going to also benefit your metabolism as well. Excuse me, I got something in my nose. Also, the last one I would say is incorporate some type of superfood. A few different types of superfoods. Superfoods are just freaking loaded with the vitamins and minerals all in one punch. Moringa, sea moss, cacao, resveratrol, spirulina, things like this, the Himalayan salts, bee pollen. These type of things have so much vitamins and minerals. Of the 101 minerals on the periodic table, they'll have multiple vitamins, multiple minerals, I should say. So the stuff that's already depleted from our soil that we're not getting, or that you might be low on, you can get it from the superfoods. So add that a few times a week to your eating routine. I could put another list in, but definitely the sea moss is great. Spirulina, shilajit. I don't know if you guys heard of that one. Cacao's pretty good for sure. The turmeric and the ginger and turmeric. I know I'm forgetting a few. What else do I like? Bee pollen. Bee pollen is excellent too. So incorporating superfoods. Superfoods are highly dense foods with vitamins and minerals that our bodies are missing. Okay, when you get those into your body, you have less cravings, helps you with sleep, helps you with overall strength. Number 6, hydration. Getting enough water, getting enough electrolytes in. If you're dehydrated, your system moves slower. If you're dehydrated, your muscles are cramping. You're not building muscle. You're tightening up. That's going to be very important as well. Hydrating. Okay, having enough water to keep your metabolism rolling. Okay, sustaining a healthy metabolism, helping, I should say, increase your digestion. It's going to help as well when you have enough water. All right, drinking, I would say, spring water. All right, it's going to help you move the digestion system flowing, so you can actually clear things out of your system, flush out toxins, and it's going to help you with food cravings. A lot of times, if you're craving something to eat, you're probably dehydrated, especially if you're living in a warmer climate. I'm out here in the tropics right now, so it gets warm quick. All right, hydrating, Also, if you're just drinking a lot of different purified water, start incorporating some electrolytes in there. Get a little coconut water in throughout the day. Get some lime, get some lemon, some type of fruit in your water, some type of fusion, all right? Or get a natural electrolyte supplement. Incorporate that as well. It's going to be beneficial for your overall body, your energy, and your digestion. Number 7, mindset. You got to reprogram your mind. If you're really struggling with weight loss and you're used to being fat and you're used to being overweight and being out of shape, it's a subconscious thing too. So start listening to things that are going to reprogram your mind for positivity. Number 7 is the mental reprogramming. Okay, if you're just checking in, we already did 6. Mental reprogramming is going to be so beneficial. You got to retrain your subconscious mind that you can be in shape, that you can be in great physical peak shape, and you can be lean, strong. I don't care if you're overweight, you're fat, whatever. Don't like that word, so what? Reprogramming your mind, listening to things that are motivational, listening to things to reprogram your mind about yourself, how you feel about yourself. Okay? Keeping your mind state up is the 7th key. Yes. So these are 7 keys that we've been talking about. And this is very important. All right? So you got to incorporate all 7 of these things to really transform yourself. And that's what it's going to take. So 7 keys to help you lose weight, help you transform your body fast. Incorporate this into your routine and you'll see your body change.